What's up guys, Wallen Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Costco exclusive. This is the Spin Master Batmobile with Tactical Batman. So you have a 12-inch Batman figure with a humongous Batmobile, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of people want to collect this for their 7-inch McFarlane figures. I just love Batmobiles in my collection, so this is going to be nice and fun. Let's take a look at the back really quickly. So getting this for me was a little bit of a pain because I actually ordered it online on Costco.com. It took about 2 or 3 days, fast shipping, but when I got the box, it wasn't what I ordered, as you can see. So I went to the store, returned that, got this. They had like over 2 dozens of them sitting there, ridiculous. And then I got a hot dog and a drink. But here's the back right here. As you can see, it looks pretty cool, pretty plain. Let's open them up. Alright guys, so I'm shooting wide right now because it's so tall and so long, but don't worry, I will have some B shots so you can see it in all its glory. So let's take a look at this Batmobile. It is fantastic looking. I have to admit, it's a little bit hollow and it's kind of light. You can hear that right there, but it's still really nice. It's not a bad thing, to be honest. You know, this is only 20 bucks, this whole set, so I understand the material they must use, but it still is very durable, so you shouldn't be worried about the quality. I think it will hold up for the most part for a long time. That being said, it's still a fantastic looking Batmobile. I love the look, very reminiscent of like the old Batmobile from the animated series or even the Batman movies. Definitely really cool looking, but a little bit updated and more diesel, you want to say that. What makes it diesel? The front and also the hood. Look at the front. I loved it. It's kind of rounded out by the wheels. I think it looks really cool right there. You do have the Batman kind of symbol in the front right there, which is okay. I don't really mind that. You have the yellow eyes, but the hood on top is fantastic. I love these little like exhaust pipes coming out of the top. It could use a paint job. It could definitely use a paint job. I think overall, the paint scheme on this is okay. It's pretty basic, but definitely can use some paint apps on it. But going back to the hood, look at the hood. I love these panels on top. You see the bolts. You could definitely use some silver paint on that to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. But yeah, for paint itself, there isn't a lot of color on this, just the eyes in the front and also the different, almost of an orange look on the windshield right there. Taking a look at the side view of it, you know, it looks pretty nice. There's some panels right here, which look pretty good. Also the tires and the rims. I love the rims, but there's no color to it really, which is okay. Blacked out, which is fine. And also taking a look at the tires itself, the tires looks pretty nice. Nice diesel looking, off-road looking tires. They also roll pretty good too. The car rolls really nicely back and forth, and you shouldn't have a problem with it doing that. Also taking a look at the bottom side of it, it's pretty plain. There's some detail right here, as you can see, not bad, but really doesn't make a difference. The back itself looks awesome looking. It's just nice, plain, but has the turbine in the back right there for the fire to come out. Looks pretty cool. You got the wings, of course, in the back as well. Now let's take a look at the hood where the cockpit is. The cockpit itself looks pretty nice. Got the Batman eyes right there, want to call it that. I love these panels. All these panels in here look pretty good too. Just a little bit small details like that, just cover up all these spots, look really nice. All right, so remember, this Batmobile fits this 12-inch figure. So you want to open it up right here. It clips in right there, and it's really hollow on the open side, as you can see. So it definitely will fit a 12-inch figure, no problem. That being said, any figure you put in here will fit no problem. So you can see right there, he kind of lies down and he closes just like that. All right, so if you want to fit other figures in there, of course, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you would want to. So right here we have a Mezco Batman right here. Fits in no problem. I wonder if you can even fit 2 figures side by side. Maybe not. But yeah, he'll fit in there, no problem. So much room, he'll go all the way in, as you can see. But, you know, that's just for you if you really care about that. But I know what you guys care about. How does this Batmobile look with other Batman figures? And I think he looks fantastic. I myself only collect 6-inch Batman figures, so I think it looks perfect. I think 7-inch would be okay, but it's a pretty big Batmobile. You don't want a big figure with it. I think 6-inch, in my opinion, looks just right. Because if it was 7-inch, you know, the waist would be a little bit too high for the car, in my opinion. But that's just me. If you like it with your 7-inch figures, I'm sure it will be fine. Alright, so here we have some other Batmobiles in my collection. Just to show you guys the overall size of this Batmobile. I think a lot of people thought it would be a lot bigger than it really is. But it's still pretty big though, because you have to understand the dimensions of the front of the Batmobile, especially right here. It's a lot bigger compared to anything else you would see, because it fits a 12-inch figure overall. I have all these Batmobiles. I have more also. I just can't fit them all in here. I'm trying to get a dedicated setup for all of them eventually. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's not as big as I thought it would be. It definitely fits 6-inch figures more appropriate in my opinion, but it still is really big when it comes to like the front end, definitely. Alright guys, so what do you guys think about this Batmobile? In my opinion, it's one of my favorites, to be honest. I think it looks the most traditional when it comes to what we all grew up with, but it's a little bit updated, a little more diesel looking, but still looks fantastic. I think for the price range, you can't beat it right now. It's only 20 bucks with that other big. Oh yeah, we have to review that. Forgot. But yeah, the other Batman figure. But it just looks so good with your other Batman figures in the 6-inch scale. In my opinion, I think 7 inches might be a little bit too tall for this Batmobile. I know people will just still do it anyway, but I think for 6-inch, it just is perfect. And just for reference, like I said before, I don't collect 7-inch Batman figures, but here is Odin. And Odin's a pretty big figure, about 7 inches tall as well. So just imagine that was Batman, like, literally, next to this car. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it matches pretty well at all. So that's just my opinion. I know everyone will still do it, but I think 6-inch figures look spectacular with this car. And this Batmobile has a lot of fun factor as well. It's light. I feel like it's, even though it's light, it's a lot more durable compared to my other ones. And I don't care if it gets banged around or stuff like that. The paint apps, there are no paint apps, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's a fun factor. You know, if you want to buy this for yourself for your display, or if you want to buy it for your kids, hey, you can store all their figures in there all at once, so you don't have to clean up. Cleanup is a breeze, right? There you go. You fit in like 3 or 4 figures in there. Close it up. Carry it around with you. Alright guys, so that's about it. Thank you for watching, and like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You like the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace! Oh yeah, so, not a bad looking figure. He's 12 inches tall, has a nice cloth cape in the back. Kind of shiny as well. Pretty good. It's not a bad figure. It's a nice display piece if you really want it, to be honest. The head sculpt, it looks pretty good. I think the head sculpt is the best. It has a lot of detail, to be honest. It looks pretty nice. For articulation, the ball joint ahead, left, right, up and down, just a little bit. Kind of go side to side as a pivot or an angle. The shoulders and hinge joints that rotate, so go all the way around, up and down, which is not that bad at all. There is no bicep swivel, but at the shoulder, he does have a elbow 90 degrees and also rotates left and right, so you have that, which is pretty nice. And the wrist right here is on a swivel as well. Nothing in the ab joint right here, which is okay. Going down to the hips, T-jointed hips, they go about that far up. They go to the side. They don't go back at all. No thigh swivel. One joint at the knee, which is pretty good too. Not bad. At the ankle, there's no joints right there. So it's a nice looking figure. Nothing spectacular. I think for little kids, it'll be a great little addition to their collection. I think actually even as a display piece, just having it, you know, on the side, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really care about this when I first got it, but I think it will serve its purpose, you know. And like I said, this and the car, 20 bucks, basically 10 bucks each. Not bad. You know, for 10 bucks each, I wouldn't get this. I'd just get this, but not bad. Still not bad of a figure. All right, so that's about it. Thank you guys. Give a thumbs up. Peace.